Did you know that you can save money on energy and repairs with your current HVAC system? At Tolan Mechanical, we help you identify and take advantage of HVAC cost savings today. Since 1948, our experts have specialized in maximizing the value of your HVAC investment by maintaining existing equipment, extending service life, and maximizing energy efficiency. Unlike other mechanical contractors, we focus exclusively on making the most of your current cooling and heating infrastructure through proactive maintenance and retrofits. We help you maximize energy efficiency while reducing operating costs from day one with our proven approach. Get started today by scheduling an operational HVAC assessment with the team at Tolan Mechanical.
All right, welcome hockey fans to the Family Sports Center in Centennial, Colorado. You just saw the ad from our sponsor for this game, Tolan Mechanical. I am John Bentz doing play-by-play, joined by my partner, Tom Padilla, who will be doing the color commentary for this game. Game action is being brought to you by Shaw Hockey Productions, and like I said, Tolan Mechanical that's sponsoring the broadcast here. So in tonight's tilt, we have the Columbine Rebels taking on the host, Regis Jesuit Raiders. The Raiders are coming into the matchup with an 8-0 record and want to continue the march to the 15th at the Ball Arena and a spot in the Frozen Four state playoffs. They were coming off a 2-1 win over the Heritage Eagles on Wednesday, and here the Rebels are struggling through a 7-game skid after winning their first game of the season. This is the second matchup between the two teams. So Tom, I don't know, you as the sponsor for Tolan here, if you want to say a couple words and add a little context to that before we get into some more specific game.
No problem. Happy to say a few things. You know, at Tolan, you know, we specialize in HVAC service for commercial spaces. We have a, you know, obviously I'm going to brag about it and say that we have a fantastic group of associates that do all that work. We have about 300 employees, 7 locations total. And, you know, again, if you have a HVAC need for some kind of commercial space, you know, Tolan's definitely somebody that should be on your radar, and we'd love to help you out. We're proud that we can sponsor the game. I'm probably more excited to talk about hockey. Man, I talked about work all week, John. So
yeah,
somehow I think coming here, I was going to try and talk about these guys for a little bit.
Nah, that's good. It's always good to a little self-promotion. Maybe you don't want to go too far.
That's
that
true.
Tom,
well, I've never been accused of that, John. Don't kid yourself.
Nice. So yeah, we'll pick up the game here. The Raiders are coming off that 2-1 win over the Heritage Eagles, which I think was a little closer than we thought. You know, the Raiders, I think, had a couple, were back on their heels a little bit, kind of mishandling the puck, had trouble getting out of their zone a lot of the times, right at their own blue line, which can be really costly in these games, right?
Well, it really was kind of a weird game in that the Raiders never got themselves going on the breakout. And, you know, we talked about it kind of all night. I don't know that I wish I could say like it was the defenseman's fault, or I could say it was the forward's fault. It was kind of like they just didn't have their mojo going and they couldn't find their way to get the puck moving. I think the times that they did, they found themselves in good position and got some good lanes and got some good shots on Heritage. But for the most part, they kind of were on their heels and a lot of scrambling plays. Zlot played fantastic in goal. Looks like he's going to get the start here tonight, Logan Zlot. But Logan was pretty solid in net the other night, where he was really just responding to some of those turnovers and wonky plays where the Raiders were just scrambling and trying to find themselves before the puck ended up in their own net.
Yeah, and a lot of mishandled pucks too, I thought, right? Like you said, whether it was offense in the neutral zone or the defense or just even right inside that blue line, almost every time it seemed like. So. Well,
I will tell you, and I'm not making an excuse. I didn't skate on the ice and I didn't ask anybody about it, but the ice did seem wet for, you know, the first part of every period. Hey, it was a lovely brand new rink. Maybe they got to work out the kinks on that. I know that I was nice and balmy, so I wasn't complaining about the temperature in there. So maybe that was part of it, John. Who knows?
Well, and you're right, because they did delay the start of the third period there for that very reason, it seems like, because there was a bunch of patches. So, yeah, every new thing, right, takes a little bit of time, unless it's a Tolan Mechanical system.
Oh, I love
That's
this.
ready to go right there,
John,
right, Tom?
Yes, absolutely, 100% true.
I can weave and anything in there.
I love it. We're going to get you a service van.
Nice. There we go. Make sure the insurance. I may not pass the insurance inspection, but hey, I'll take it. So as the team's kind of, you've got about 20 seconds left in the warm-ups here. Last shots at the net, and obviously the teams will regroup, and then like we always do, we'll echo the starting lineups here as we get going for this Friday night. It's about, they always start a couple minutes late here, but we'll get going here in a little bit. See what how the night unfolds here. The last two times these teams meet, the Raiders took it 9-0 here. So we'll see how they got to play the game still, right?
They do, and the last time I think that the game that they had before, we're out at the Edge Ice Arena, I believe, and the Raiders, the first period was a little grindy for them. It's not like they jumped out to a giant lead. I think they scored a bunch of goals in the second. So hey, let's look for the chances for them to move the puck. Let's see if that breakout's working. Let's see if special teams are clicking. Let's see how Zlot plays in goal. I'm excited to see who the starters are here. Let's get some guys some experience and see how they move the puck tonight.
Most definitely. So we'll let the announcer, as the starting lineups get set up on their respective goal lines. Number 8, Seth Kern from the Rebels. Number 9, Adam Mitchell. Number 10, James Zhu. Number 15, Bryce Elliott. Number 19, Takachi St. Pierre. Ryan Harvey there, sorry folks. Number 16, Matthew Bear. Number 6, Blake Bridges. But that's Ben Romero. Number 4, Chase Patterson, but that's Danny Bentz.
Looks a lot like Danny Bentz.
Was that Sanis, Brody?
Yes.
14, Dylan Thompson.
That same senior line that started a bunch, the forwards anyway. Get to see them out here tonight.
Number 1, Logan Slott. I think there's a hair-off contest. Who has the best between the two goalies?
I've seen those Minnesota hockey videos where the guys have the flow going.
The all-flow team. Always a great, go ahead, Tom.
I think the goalie, Ryan Harvey, number 1 from Columbine, just signed a deal with Pantene. I'm not sure if you can do that and keep your amateur status, but Coach Dar fixed that.
They corrected the starting lineup.
They corrected that, that's right.
Great way to start off with the national anthem there. And Tom, let's just mention too the coaching staff. The Raiders are head coach Dan Woodley, That's a shock to everyone, I think. Right. No one knows that. Assistant coach Terry Ott, assistant coach Grant Woodley, assistant coach Ian Raleigh, and the goalie coach is Sam Bernard. And I think it's worth mentioning the two managers of the team too, Abby Lico and Samantha Dreiling.
Absolutely.
So they do a lot of stuff behind the scenes, right?
Fantastic. Oh, absolutely. I think Abby in particular is a younger sister of Justin Lico, Regis Jesuit hockey player of days gone by.
As we get set here, the Raiders get it deep in the Rebel zone here. As play gets started here, and Sanis is going in hard. Comes up to Romero. Romero keeps it in. Looks like Bear's looking for a handle to it. Thompson decides instead of passing, he's going to fire a shot. Nice save by Harvey there. It'll come back to Romero. Romero gathers it. He's looking for a little bit of space there. Sanis gathers it. He finds Thompson, who's playing defense on the back end here. Loses a handle to it, and Benson's got to get back to back check, and this looks like it'll get waved off from icing. Bentz fires it around. It'll come to the Rebels here. Kaufman, number 21 for them, as the Rebels get a change and try and move it up ice. Bentz finds Dembeck. Dembeck with a little bit of speed in the zone. Back to, and Zeno's coming down the side there.
Just a tremendous play there where Dembeck feeding Balatbat back to Dembeck quickly, looking for Zeno, cutting down that right side.
It's a good look for sure. I couldn't keep up with it. It was going so fast there. 15:45 left in the first. 0-0 here, folks. As Columbine gets it up the half wall there, Bridges has no problem with that, and Dembeck dumps it behind to Balatbat. He's going to survey his options. He's looking. I don't know what he's going to do. He's going to peel off. Goes far defenseman. Is that Patterson over there, number 4?
Yep. You know, if I'm Bridges and Patterson, when they call my name in the starting lineup, I just hop over that board.
Right.
And I'm right out there at the blue line. Like, hey, Coach, did you notice I was in?
Exactly. Exactly.
Raiders here with 15:25, 0-0, basically second shift into the game here. Bridges and Patterson on the back end.
And that Zeno line's out there, so always a threat there. A little bit of a delay from Patterson, just misses Columbine's coming up on that and pokes it away there. So Zeno's trying to chip it around the Rebels defenseman here. It's offside for a second, but the Rebels are going to get it. Ooh, nice hit there by Bridges stepping up. A little bit of physicality there right off the bat. Dembeck carries it up the ice. Comes into the zone. He fires on Harvey. Oh, he's looking. He didn't miss by much, that top corner there, Tom.
About 4 inches away from being a goal.
And Balatbat just gets it over the line. He's trying to get knocked off his feet by the Rebels there, but he turns around. Balatbat comes together like a champagne flute at New Year's with number 2 there, huh?
I like it. Cheers.
So here we go. The Bridges takes it deep in his zone, surveys his options. Not as much pressure as we saw in that Heritage game, and the 2-on-1's going to develop here to Laws. Laws looking in front there. He almost found a handle to that and just missed high there. A little bit of an open net there, right? Harvey was off to the side there fighting off that first one. And Laws couldn't find the back of the net there. He'll find the puck, though, here and chip it deep in the corner to Gleason. Gleason finds Laws. He's got a little bit of space, fires one, and they're looking for it. Laws is looking. Oh, he just misses on the wide side there. Harvey kind of sealed it off there. About 14 minutes left in the first here, folks. This line's pressing right now, huh?
Really moving the puck well, and again, cycling it, getting it deep, and
just jumps over Throckmorton's stick there, but doesn't look like it's going to turn into too much for the Rebels there. Throckmorton finds his D partner, Williams. That's a new combination, too, I don't think we've seen. Throckmorton's going to carry it up, get over the red line, get it in deep here. Blocked off by Olsen for the Rebels, and a little bit of pitch and catch behind the net. Oh, winning hard there. Gleason comes out of the puck with the scores. Goal! Andrew Gleason comes out that half wall, fires one glove side, beats Harvey.
Gleason's going to grab it here. He sees it. Oh, actually, he got a little feed. And then he just kind of walks in, sees it top left. Great job. I think Holloway's going to get an assist for that one. He was the one that's feeding it. See 11 there. He goes to the wall. You can see him go out of the frame. gets it back to Gleason. Gleason walks in, and great shot, top shelf, 1-0 Raiders with 13-17 left in the first.
Looks like Harvey was screened there a little bit by his defenseman Kaufman, huh? And the Raiders will come back in. Oh, a little bit of tug there on Lutz that goes unnoticed by the ref. He'll come out of that half wall, fire the puck, and gets a stick along with it.
Not sure what happened there. Yeah, I think, when you see a goalie and his reaction is he hears the puck before he sees it, I think he got a feeling that he was screened just a bit, because he really didn't seem like he knew where that puck was going.
And we got a
Columbine player that's injured and going to be walked off here.
Number 15, Bryce Elliott. He's captain of the team. He's looking like he's holding his wrist there or hand.
Unfortunately.
So 13:06 left in the first. 1-0 Raiders as they gain possession deep. That last play too, Tom, Lutz just walked right off those boards before the whistle blew, but almost the exact same play that Gleason had. So we'll see if they keep leveraging that off the side there. It comes back to Bentz. Bentz is going to get one, just misses wide there, and Schick's going to gather. As they're working the cycle on the other side now, as Myhill, Lutz, and Schick are out there on the offense. Myhill gains possession, loses possession. Lutz is trying to get through a bunch of bodies there, but just can't snake it through there. So Romero steps up and fires it in deep. Nice little poke check there on the side with 12:20 left in the first. 1-0 Raiders here. Sanis is coming down with a little bit of pressure on Mitchell. And Mitchell's going to try and chip it off the boards, but there's just too many Raiders in his way. So he won't be successful there. Looks like Kaufman just kind of faked himself out there and went down for a second. A little bit of back and forth play here. Bears slapping at it. The Rebels gain possession, and Sanis seals him off. It's kind of bobbling around here. Thompson gets it back to Patterson. Patterson fires one low, but nothing doing there. Pops out front. And eventually back to Blake Bridges. Dylan Thompson's going to create himself a little bit of space. He loses a handle to it. And the Rebels will send it the length of the ice, and looking for the signal here. That's going to get over the red line for icing.
Well, the Raiders are on the pressing the play, obviously, down at their own end, and you can see how they're controlling the puck. That particular play, Sanis, it was almost like everybody was waiting for the breakout for Columbine to get it out of their own end, and Sanis was like, yeah, we're not going to do that yet. I'm going to stop that, and with a really good forecheck there, and basically tied that guy up and worked the puck back to the defenseman and give themselves a couple of chances.
And here comes Bridges. Bridges looking for that far corner too, and just misses there. Oh, that was pretty aggressive pass back to the D that goes the length of the ice for Bridges to regather. He will survey. Bad pass there. It looks like it is going for icing. 11:05 left here in the first. 1-0 Raiders as a result of the icing. It'll be deep in the Raiders zone, right off to the left of Zlot.
The Raiders ice it there where they're kind of trying to stretch it into the neutral zone, where it's one of those things where you can kind of move it to the middle and break it out, get going the other way. You saw that earlier. The Raiders got actually an odd man rush of just a regular old breakout if they handle it the right way.
Right. Comes up on the half wall, the Balatbat. He tries to chip it off the boards. No dice there. But he'll regain and gather it. Nice pass to Dembeck back to Balatbat with a little bit of speed coming into the zone. Drops it back to Dembeck. He misses a handle to it. And Columbine is just going to try and chip it out and misses that. Nice little pitch and catch here until Balatbat gets knocked down a little bit there in the high slot. But Zeno will gain possession. He finds Williams, who's open to the net, but decides against the shot. Zeno will gain control deep in the zone, and Columbine will rim it around, trying to get out, but nice pinch down by Throckmorton there. Zeno and
Columbine shift change, which actually is code for icing. Yes. But, the Raiders on that particular exchange, great to see Dembeck and Balatbat. They really are playing pitch and catch quick, back and forth. Get those defensemen, they move one way and the momentum's gone the other way, and they've created some space for themselves there. Balatbat with a good feed back to Dembeck. He just got him on the wrong side, got him on the backhand side.
And there we go, goal. Oh, he waves it off, and now they signal goal. I didn't see who got that, Tom. Is that Will Laws poking in there or Holloway?
I see him. Holloway's kind of getting the kudos. Going to be tough to see here. It's bouncing around and looked like it might have went in right there, but I think it rattled off a couple of posts, and then there's the poke by Holloway right in the slot. You can see him. Maybe we'll get the back view here. There's Holloway 11. You can see him right in your frame, kind of working towards the middle. He cuts in. There's the puck. It doesn't go in.
That hits 2 posts in on the goal line, and
then Holloway just kind of bangs it home.
2-0 Raiders here. So the goal is going to go, as you said, Tom, to Holloway from Romero, number 13, and Bentz, number 24 there. And Zlot will play it up the sideboards there. It just chops it out. Laws is able to chop it out there, and Holloway's coming in with a little bit of speed here into the Columbine zone, but he's 1-on-4. He finds his guys, and Gleason just misses a good chance there. Good play. It looked like it was going to be a little bit of a broken play, but it ended up getting a quality chance on net there with Gleason open to the net, and comes back to Bentz here. Bentz fires one low, bouncing around a little bit. Holloway's going to look for the back of the net and just chips off something. A lot of bodies in front there with 9 minutes left in the first. 2-0 Raiders. Comes back, D-to-D. Romero's got it. He's trying to get around his forechecker, but his the winger up on the Columbine Rebels here. And now it's back deep in the corner. A little bit of a 2-on-2 battle with the centerman, I think, for the Rebels, kind of surveying where he needs to go, and Laws will gain possession down below the goal line. He'll find Gleason out front. Gleason misses it, and Romero fires one in. It's still, they got good pressure on this shift, Tom.
They really are just peppering him.
Bent somehow, I don't know if that got tipped or
it definitely got tipped. I'm wondering whether it got tipped by a Columbine player or a Raider player. Bentz with a great shot and a lot of traffic. You'll see it here. Fires it. I think it might have been the big defenseman there who tipped it.
So let me back up and say, goal!
Absolutely. Don't want to miss that chance.
We were sitting there watching it bounce around.
It was the Columbine player kind of see the disgust there as he realizes that
he tipped it in, huh?
He helped Danny get a goal there, which is fantastic. Bentz with 2 points in about 30 seconds.
So yeah, we got the official word. Bentz from Gleason there, 24 from 28. And assist by the Columbine Rebels there as a little bit of an own goal there, right? But play continues here. Lutz is playing defense, and he's going to spin out of that traffic and find Schick coming down the left wing side. He tries to find Lutz back in the middle. They play a little give and go out of the corner. Lutz is going to step out. Oh, nice shot and blocked by Harvey there. So we got 7:30 left in the first. It's 3-0 Raiders now. As Bridges comes back behind his net deep in the zone, catches a stick from the Rebels. The Rebels are going to find, Zoo's going to find it and just miss wide as Zlot's standing tall for the task there too. Here comes Lutz. Lutz is going to find his defenseman back in his zone. Bridges finds that Patterson over there. I'm going to pick that up by the end of the game. I guarantee it, Tom. Oh, dangerous hit there in the corner.
Schick's going to get hit there going into the corner. He's trying to fight for the puck. You can see him coming down this right side. Guy comes from behind right there and just gets him.
That's real dangerous. That reminds me of like a Travis Roy type situation, huh? If he was just a couple 6 inches closer.
Well, the good thing Schick wasn't completely turned to the boards, but you're right. He was very vulnerable, and that's certainly something that's going to get called every time. 6:59 left in the first. Raiders on the power play, up 3-0.
Looks like they're going Romero, Bentz on D, with Thompson, Bear in front, and Sanis. Oh, that's a nice. I found a nice lane through there. Sanis just couldn't find a handle to it on that one-timer. Benz finds Romero. Romero finds Thompson. They were looking for that lane again, I think. So, although Thompson will find it, he finds Santa's goal.
That one works better.
Yeah, there's a little bumper play there, right? He's standing right in the middle there.
Well, Santa's hit that one. That was more of the changeup. The first one was a fastball, and he kind of whiffed on it. But that one, watch here, Santa's in the middle. Great little exchange. The pass there from Thompson. Santa's just rips it.
A little
right.
help from the Rebels there, too. You see it hit off the defenseman there trying to make the play.
This will be a great angle here. You can just see Brody lining up, surveying his spot, and just a ripper on that right side. 4-0 Raiders with 6:30 left in the first.
Beat him like a scrambled egg, Tom.
I like that.
He pulled the mic up to his, sorry folks, yeah, so there we go. So we had Sanis from Romero, number 13, and Bear. He kept putting the microphone up. I'm looking for the scorer across the way there, and he delayed his secondary assist there. Last but not least there. So 5:45 left in the first, 4-0 Raiders, and they're looking like a determined team here, huh?
Yeah, that's going to go for icing. Excuse me on that last one. I thought it was Thompson. It was Bear that had the puck there on that right side and fed it to the middle for Sanis to score. Good for Matt to get an assist. Great for Brody to get one on there and rip it home.
Definitely. So we want to acknowledge a couple of folks. Sally and Alan Bailey for the Pattersons. They live in Black Forest, Colorado, as action gets set here. Just giving them a shout out as we try and do, as we know all the families are very supportive of all these players, and that extends to uncles, aunts, grandparents, you name it, right? And they're supporting these players all the way up through. As I'm blabbing on, Zeno rips a one-timer, blocker side this time, right inside the post to make it 5-0 here. 5:18 left in the first.
Zeno with a quick one there. We're going to get the angle here. Heck, that replay happened so fast. Here's a great shot of it. Puck kind of comes off the half wall. Zeno, see him turn and kind of get position there. Good spot. Winds up and just absolutely ropes one to the back of the cage.
And you see how that delay, Lutz did that in the last game against Heritage, right? That little delay kind of creates a little bit of space there, right?
Absolutely.
And here comes Dembeck. I don't want to miss all the action. Dembeck comes in, fires one, and it's sitting there, but Harvey's going to take care of it. Columbine tries to protect the front of their net there, but big rush down the ice, and eventually we'll get back to the game, Tom, right?
Hey, whatever you want to do, John, is fine with me.
5 minutes left in the first. 5-0 Raiders.
Looked like Dembeck got the assist on that Zeno goal there.
Okay. So Zeno from Dembeck there, making it 5-0 for the Raiders, and Columbine's been pretty much pressed in the zone the whole time. Couple times down the ice, but nothing real threatening. And the Raiders are controlling play deep in the Columbine zone. It comes to the Raiders. Looks like Laws is going to gain possession here, deep in the zone to Gleason. Gleason's going to try and work himself out of trouble in a little 2-on-2 phone box drill there. And they're trying to find each other here, and Holloway's trying to dig at it too. It gets dug out by the Rebels. The Rebels breaking down the ice, but that is going to go for icing because that was just before the red line there.
Rebels really struggling to get the puck out of their own end and get any momentum to go into the Raiders zone here, which in its way is challenging for the Raiders because they're not moving in transition and not breaking the puck out. Trying to get some sloppy habits here, but let's hope they stick to it and keep cycling and moving the puck to the D-men and make a play.
Yeah, it's definitely in a 5-0 game this early in the game. It's tough to keep that discipline, but you got to do it or else you get bad habits, and nothing good comes of bad habits, right? So we got Myhill, Schick, and Lutz out there as the forwards, and Throckmorton and Williams on D. as the Rebels try and a little bit dangerous in front of the net there. But Rebels get played off to the sideboards, and Myhill's going to go deep with Schick battling in kind of a 2-on-2. Lutz is providing a little support there. He'll get on his horse there a little bit and gain possession of the puck. Schick's going to get it. He's outmanned by 2-1 there until he gets a little help from Myhill. The puck ends up popping through, popping out. Throckmorton's got a little bit of a battle there until McCona takes it for the Rebels up the ice as they go for a little bit of a personnel change. Throckmorton's going to gather at Lutz. Lutz takes it over the blue line. He's looking for the center. Myhill finds his man down deep. It's kind of bouncing around too a little bit, huh? Just off the stick.
Can't seem to find the puck here. I'll tell you this, John. The next hit we see will be the first hit of the night.
Yeah,
I'm not seeing much physical play here. Again, Raiders kind of on the forecheck most of the game anyway, and working down on the Columbine end, so maybe there isn't going to be a lot of hits, but usually Matt Baer is good for an offensive hit.
Yeah.
Kind of like a fullback.
I think the only one, I don't know that it counts as a hit because it went for a penalty, right, was the one on Schick.
I try not to give those as hits. My personal stat card I'm working here.
Exactly. And here we go deep in the Raider zone. It comes out. Patterson's going to find the boards, but no one really there. Here it goes.
Well,
oh, Matt Baer just wiped out.
Right on cue.
Exactly. Man, he crushed him. I got to come up with something here because that was a good one. Looks like Columbine's throwing number 9's throwing a punch there.
Little kerfuffle between Adam Mitchell and Matthew Baer.
Oh, he came in and just hit him right in the head right off the bat. See, that's the kind of stuff, Tom, that I'm going to add my personal commentary. That's the kind of stuff that in a game like this, that kid's out because nothing good is going to come of that.
Right. Well, you don't want the Raiders
to
get in a situation where you get into a big retaliation game. The Raiders are going to go on the power play here with 2:16 left in the first period, up 5-0. I think he's making sure that it's a 2-minute penalty, but it looked like that was what was called.
There is, but when you go at a kid like that, he hit him in the head 3 times.
Right.
So there's intent to, that's not hard physical hockey. That's intent to go after someone. On a clean hit, the kid had the puck on the other side, right? And Bear's just taking the body.
Well, you have the puck and you're in the neutral zone. Matt Baer is going to find you and
yes.
He's going to hit you. And again, we've talked about it before. I think the challenge for Matt, like there's been challenges for other Raider players in the past, is that he's big and he's strong. He's got girth. And when he hits you, he's going to move you. And sometimes he's going to move you all the way to the boards. You may be 8 feet away, and he's going to put it on you. So not sure I can blame him for that, although number 9 tried to blame him. So
yes.
But that was adjudicated in the favor of the Raiders.
They'll go on the power play here with 1:51 left in the power play for the Raiders with 2 minutes left in the first period. 5-0 Raiders here. Dembeck gains control. They're set up in the umbrella as Balatbat tries to find that bumper position, and Zeno tries to find Dembeck cross ice through a lane there. Just misses, and it's going to go. Bridges is going to send it on net just over Harvey as he almost looked like he was trying to duck out of the way there.
Yeah, I think the sun got in his eyes there.
And Zeno's going to come through the middle here, find Dembeck. Dembeck's going to find, nice one-timer. See, a good body position there from Balatbat, and gets the shot off, just can't find the back of the net there.
Boy, that looked a lot like Nathan McKinnon's spot on the power play where Balatbat was and ripped that one.
And he finds Dembeck. Dembeck one-times it just wide. And they're moving the Raiders are moving the puck pretty well here. Trapping Columbine in the zone. Columbine's looking for a little bit of looking a little passive on it, and as Balatbat rolls out of the corner, fires one. He's looking for that high corner. There's 40 seconds left in the power play for the Raiders. Less than a minute left in the period. As Columbine chips it out, and the Raiders are going to regroup. Columbine's going for a wholesale change, and Bridges is going to carry it up the ice. He's going to go get around his man. Oh, he almost tries to sort of a half Forsberg there.
And try a little toe drag dangle.
Tried to sneak it through the half Forsberg. And Romero knocks it down, and Bridges trying to find Romero. Just a little bit lackadaisical there from Romero's puck handling standpoint. He's going to take care of that puck there, but he recovers nicely, and he's coming up the ice with 14 seconds left in the period. Walks to the defenseman, comes in. Oh, Harvey's to the task. Romero tried to go high glove side, and Harvey just stuck that shoulder up there on a nice save from him.
Great save after Romero goes coast to coast. Romero did kind of get tied up there and lost it. But, you know, he did a great job to catch that puck basically out of midair like a lacrosse play and knocked it down, put it on the blue line, and then one of those things where the forward's rushing at you and the puck's at your feet and, hey, what am I going to do? Am I going to take the puck? Am I going to kick it? Am I going to kick him?
Right.
You know, and Columbine with a little bit of a rush, but not much. You know, period one ends with the Raiders up 5-0. Can't say much more about that than the Raiders were just really – play was pretty much in that end down there. So maybe we'll get it closer to us on this other side. We'll see, get a bird's eye view.
Yeah, they were buzzing like a wasp next up in my garage, Tom.
I've seen that. You got to go to Home Depot, John.
Yeah, get spray it out or call the exterminator, right? So we'll wait for word on shots here, and I got a couple people I got to acknowledge out here too. I know Danny's family. Danny Bentz's family, number 24. He's got family scattered listening all over and watching all over, all the way out in Ecuador, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, a bunch of folks here in Colorado, Maryland, and in New York, both upstate and the Finger Lakes region up there, as well as down closer to the city here. So
there's a town called Ecuador, Pennsylvania?
No, I'm sorry.
I'm just giving you.
I don't know how I get this. I don't know how I get this job,
John,
Tom, because I struggle with English.
Forgive me for paying attention.
Ecuador, the country,
okay,
right?
Okay. I pick up on that now. Hey, not a lot of hockey watching going on down there.
No.
I love it.
But
fantastic.
it's international now, right?
Now, can they push? Is there an SAP button they can push, and we're actually speaking in Spanish when they're listening?
Maybe.
That'd be pretty cool. I got to check that out. I'm going to look into that.
Definitely. All right, we'll let them. I do struggle with the English language sometimes, Tom, so I appreciate the feedback. We'll get that. All right, so the Zam's going to take over here. We're going to take a short break here. We're going to see an ad from Tolan Mechanical again as we go into the break, and we'll pick it up here in the second period with a Raiders up 5-0 here.
Did you know that you can save money on energy and repairs with your current HVAC system? At Tolan Mechanical, we help you identify and take advantage of HVAC cost savings today. Since 1948, our experts have specialized in maximizing the value of your HVAC investment by maintaining existing equipment, extending service life, and maximizing energy efficiency. Unlike other mechanical contractors, we focus exclusively on making the most of your current cooling and heating infrastructure through proactive maintenance and retrofits. We help you maximize energy efficiency while reducing operating costs from day one with our proven approach. Get started today by scheduling an operational HVAC assessment with the team at Tolan Mechanical.
Welcome back, folks, as the teams kind of gather at the sideboards here. We're waiting for the refs to get back on the ice. You just saw a word from our sponsor for this one, Tolan Mechanical. And they're great for them to be sponsoring the game here. That's run through Shaw Hockey Productions as the ref steps on the ice and starts to get things set up. So we did get shots in the after the first there. It was 19-1. I don't think anyone's surprised by that in watching the game. 19-1 on the Raiders side. And the Raiders were able to get 5 goals out of those shots, and bunch of other shots that may have missed just a little bit wide and blocked out front and that type of stuff too there. So shot total could have been worse, and the goal total could have been worse on the Rebel side here. Tom, any thoughts as we wait?
Some words of wisdom. Well, maybe we do want to talk about work now that I think about it. Now the Raiders are coming back out on the ice. You know, up 5-0. Some of the things we talked about. Let's see how they handle this and get after it and put some pressure, more additional pressure on Columbine. Don't want to see any silly penalties. Want to see them cycle it and move it around underneath there. Looks like Zlot's coming back out to be the goalie for the second period. Raiders are going to start Williams and Throckmorton on the backside here with the that line we're familiar with here. Sanis, Thompson, and Bear. Bear's over there grabbing a quick drink and getting himself situated for the second period.
And the Rebels are now at even strength. There's a little bit of a debate, number 9 here. He got called for the penalty for the Rebels here.
Yeah, I think he's asking if hitting somebody on the head is illegal.
A little bit of confusion
there,
huh?
and I think there was confirmation from the referee. I saw him shaking his head yes. So it's good for him to find that out here before the second period gets underway.
You can't punch him in the head 3 times. And the refs do have discretion there, Tom. I did, when you sent me on my homework assignment a little while ago, I did read the rule book that says if any contact to the head could be, it's at the discretion of the ref. They can call a major penalty. It doesn't have to be a full-on fight and that type of stuff. So as the Rebels work it into the zone, Bear seals off his man. Rebels are kind of trying to step up here maybe a little bit and a little bit more physical in the second so far. As the puck goes deep in the Raider zone, Williams is going to go back, find it, rim it around the boards. He finds Sanis, which just loses it off his foot there. But Thompson fires it far side, goes east to west here until Throckmorton gets it and fires it deep, and they're going to go for a change. Only Williams is going to stay out and kind of guard the hen house here, huh?
Going to keep his eye on that side and then work his way back to the bench for a change here pretty quickly. As soon as he gets it deep.
Comes right to him, and he does it. Good call, Tom. Did exactly what you said. As the Rebels get it out, Patterson steps up, and Bridges is going to try and find a handle to it. He finds Lutz on a pseudo 3-on-2 break. It's going to be negated by number 9, Mitchell there for the Rebels.
Schick was hoping to find Myhill cutting in there and just couldn't get it off his stick in time.
Nice save out by Mitchell again there until Schick is going to look for it. Nice backhander, just misses high there. And the Raiders kind of a little bit cycle here, trying to find Lutz in the slot. Just misses it off his stick. Patterson gets it tipped in front by Myhill. Schick is going to battle. Looks like they come out staying at the higher pace here, Tom. The Raiders are.
Raiders moving around pretty good. Waved that one off.
I think he said he touched it, but looked like it just escaped. I kind of kept a lot of speed there, so. And a little bit of a dangerous pass through the middle there from Patterson. I think he was looking to force it a little bit too much there, but Bridges is going to come in, gather it around the net, still battling for it. And comes up to Patterson. Patterson's going to find it. Harvey just can't get a handle on it. Laws is going to look back to his defenseman, thinks the better of it. Finds Holloway. Holloway finds Gleason. Goal.
Gleason gets his second of the night. Gleason opportunistic there. You're going to see here, he's going to find his way into that empty space. You look at some empty space in the middle of the ice and watch Gleason just move right to it. A fantastic job of looking for a place to be where he's got his stick on the ice, waiting for the puck. Again, you're going to see him kind of float into the picture here. Boom. Hey, I'm right in the middle. Great shot. Short side, 6-0. Running clock with 13:50 to play in the second period.
Holloway gets wiped out in the middle, but Laws.
So all the forwards on that line get a point there.
Gleason from Holloway and Laws. As it comes back to the point, Bentz finds one on net there. Laws is looking for a handle to it. Instead of moving his feet, he tried to stick check him. But Gleason finds it, just misses Holloway in front there, and it'll come up to the boards. Gleason seals off his man, somehow finds Romero's stick. He delays a little bit. That looked offsides there, Tom, but no call, and Bentz is going to pinch down, find Gleason. Gleason finds it back up the boards there and sent towards the net, but just wide. Romero is going to turn, fire, and Laws is going to tip it on front, but Harvey's up to the task there and ties it up as 12:40 left in the second period. As you mentioned, Tom, now we're in run time with that 6-goal differential as we get set for a face-off to the left of Harvey, deep in the Rebel zone here. The Zeno line is out with Throckmorton on lefty and Ryan Williams on righty. Gets past him, and a little bit of a break here by Columbine. Steered aside by Zlot. I think that's going to be their second shot there. Nice little backhander by Clifford from the Rebels here. And the Rebels are going to gain possession down deep in the zone. Comes back out. Now it pops back over the line. A lot of overskating the puck there, both teams, until Balatbat trying to find Zeno come through the middle there. Misses his stick and goes the length of the ice. Zeno wipes out his man. Dembeck's coming hard. Harvey's up to the task to keep it out, and they're going to wave off icing there again.
They're good at waving off icing here in the second period with the run clock.
Yeah, that's true.
I think he's got a reservation at Nona's just across the street. They'll be sponsoring a game here soon.
That's a good place. Good Italian place, huh? A little bit of a hit there by some body contact. Oh, that Balatbat just avoids the contact there. Gets in the zone. Nice play by Zeno trying to find. They can't wave this. Oh, Zlot's going to make him wave it off on that one by playing it.
All right.
Patterson comes back around the net, finds the centerman there. Is that Zeno still? No, that's Sanis. Sanis is going to come in, think the better of. Oh, he almost put that through his legs and tried to shoot that one through his legs and decided the better of it. Zlot's
like, hey, we don't like that run clock action. We're just going to keep playing it. It's like 3v3 hockey at the Ice Ranch, folks.
Right. There is no icing. And a little bit of a miscue there by the Raiders trying to get it out of the zone. Columbine makes a diving play at his blue line to chip it up, and Sanis gains possession, comes through low on the legs, takes his legs out and knocks him down, and Bridges comes in. Is that Nope, that's a save.
That's a good shot by Bridges, cutting through the middle. Defenseman making a move there. The goalie's up to the task. A quick shout out to Riley Krause, former defenseman, the Regis Jesuit Raiders. Tuning into the broadcast tonight, I want to say shout out to Riley. Love to hear from ex-Raiders. He's state champs.
Definitely. Big part of the tradition, right? These guys are just trying to carry it on here.
Oh, I love it. What does that say about this program that we got former state champs tuning in on a Friday night?
Right.
And they should be in college probably studying right about now.
Or
I promise I won't tell Bill and Suzanne, Riley. You're good with me.
Maybe partaking in things not soda related but still in cans, right?
That's right.
Columbine takes possession of it. They're looking for through the middle. Patterson's going to seal that off and curl back, find his D partner, Bridges. Bridges is going to find Patterson back. A lot of spinning around here, so until Thompson grabs it, he fires it up the ice. He's looking for Sanis. It just misses his stick, but once again, they wave off icing. So sometimes we've had trouble with too many icings. Now we're having, do we get free tacos if there's enough waved off icings?
Well, I think we're going to have to look into that. I'm going to have to go to the rule book on that.
We'll just look up Taco Bell, what their offer is, right? You got to read through that fine print, though.
Yeah, there is fine print there.
And Bentz will take it, steps into it, fires one. Harvey steers it aside on the blocker here. So Myhill, Lutz, and Schick are out there battling here. Schick's going to gain possession of it. He curls off, just loses a handle to it, a little bit of disagreement, but Lutz finds himself in the open, comes in, fires a shot, just blocked aside by Harvey. And another high-quality chance there. I don't think Zlot's going to...
There's the whistle.
Zlot just couldn't get it. He couldn't get on his horse. He couldn't take off like a Harrier jet there to go get that one, Tom.
A lot of people at home were wanting to hit the restroom there, and they just could not get the pause button going with that lack of whistles. The non-icing calls about 6 in a row as the clock runs down to 8 minutes left in the second.
6-0 Raiders here. Face off deep in the Rebel zone. Comes out. Bentz just keeps it in. The offsides is now waved off. So now they're going multiple, right? Trying multiple different calls here that are getting waved off. Schick finds Romero. Romero gets it poked away from him, and Mitchell's going to find it and send it down the ice. And Zlot is, they waved off icing there. So, and you find Carter Lutz deep in his zone, loses a handle to it, but recovers nicely. Bentz carries it. He finds his D partner moving up the ice, Ben Romero. Romero's going to tape it in deep. Holloway gets it, just misses off his stick there. And a little bit of a scramble in front here. Harvey takes it and covers it up there. So
Holloway with a good one, cutting down that right side, and I think he kind of got stick checked. We're going to see a replay here. That last one kind of came to the middle, and Holloway got another chance. But Harvey was, he covers it up good there on that left toe.
Tries to drag it with his foot there and just couldn't get it, huh? Comes in front of the net. Laws looking for a goal there on the same line. They would have had 2 assists again there. And Williams is going to pinch down, find it. Laws fires, blocked out front of Harvey there.
Love that shot from Laws, basically just grabbing the puck and turning and firing. Love it.
And Gleason's going to get it. Mitchell for the Rebels gets it up, but not with any possession, and Throckmorton's going to get it deep, and Laws is coming in on him, on Mitchell on the forecheck. Gleason's going to gain possession. Laws looking for Gleason, peeling off on a give and go, just misses here, and that is Calzone, number 12, Calzone.
That's right.
You can find that at Nana's over there too, right?
We can get one of those with mushrooms. One Columbine player tried to ice it, actually hit his buddy, yeah, who actually grabbed it and said, "I'll ice it for you." Thank you.
Teamwork, Tom.
Yeah, well,
teamwork.
You can't ice it, I can't.
Looks like there's a dispute as to where the faceoff is going to be. The right side of Harvey here. The Zeno line is out for the Raiders with Patterson and Bridges on D. They work it down deep, trying to sort of cycle it. Romero's going to find Zeno in the slot, but he's tied up with a Rebel there, and Patterson's going to fire, just misses. Dembeck's looking for creating a little traffic in front and maybe a tip. And Patterson comes back with about 5 minutes left in the second period. They still haven't changed the clock here, Tom. So, but it is the second period, and just under 5 minutes, 6-0 Raiders.
Somebody's got to tell Zeno that the score's not 0-0. I love this kid. He's just getting after it today.
Nice. Yeah, there's another. All three forwards touched that one. Nice little give and go and shot on net, but Harvey is up to the task, and the Rebels blocked that one out a little bit in front of Harvey, and Dembeck's looking for the stuff. Steered aside by Harvey. Nice. He covered the post there nicely. And here comes Vlapat. He's going to carry it around the ice. Zeno fires one off the side of the net. And it ends up back on his stick until Dembeck gets it. Now they're just playing kind of keep away a little bit. And then Zeno tries to pull it through his and score. Zeno tries to pull it through his legs, misses the shot, and somehow it ends up on Dembeck's stick.
There's Zeno with the between the legs shot, looking like Will Desmond, an old Raider player of years past, who scored like that once, maybe more than once. We'll see it again here. You get a good chance to see. Zeno gets it. He says, "Hey, I'll go through my legs." Tries to get it in. Dembeck grabs it, and just the wraparound, pow. 7-0, up by a touchdown with 3 minutes and 50 seconds left in the second period.
So Dembeck's going to get the goal from Zeno, number 2, as Zeno took the between the legs pass shot, we'll call it. And Romero steps up here. He's looking for a high blocker side, just misses. Bence is going to find it, sidesteps some pressure coming at him like a freight train. Battling. Here comes Bear. Bear gets it over the line and pickpocketed there until Sanis is coming. So I think the Raiders are starting to get a little bit sick of getting hit, and I think they're trying to impress upon themselves that the Rebels aren't gonna. Bear just took a reverse hit and wiped out and sent the number 7 for the Rebels there. James Gray looked like he went off. He maybe needed a couple repairs. And the Raiders move it up. Thompson just makes a little move at the line. He finds Sanis. Sanis gets poke checked, but Williams finds it on his stick. He's going to get it, chip it deep into the corner here, and Thompson's going to go held up a little bit there, but got to get that stick down too. And the Rebels will try and get it out. They just look tired, Tom. They've been in their zone a lot this period, just like the first period.
Well, and the truth is they're not breaking it out. They're just kind of chucking it to the other end as we've seen before, and Raiders regroup and kind of get it going back the other way. You're right. Hey, there's going to be a few hits here. We probably want guys to be mindful of the fact that we don't want anybody to get hurt.
For sure. Here comes Williams. Williams in. He just misses off his stick trying to pass the Schick. 2 minutes left in the second period here. 7-0 Raiders. Myhill's going to find Throckmorton out high. He's going to find Myhill back in the corner. And Schick steps out, fires one. You know, I like that they're not taking, you know, as much as you don't want to see people get embarrassed, right, Tom? I like that they're still doing the little things and hustling and doing all those things, right? So,
well, they're moving it. I mean, that's the good thing. We're not seeing a lot of selfish play.
Yeah.
Again, Schick's got the puck behind the net. You're seeing how he moves it. He'll move it to Lutz. He'll move it to Myhill. They're cycling. Guys are moving their feet. The game is the game. I mean, you know, the idea here is to put the puck in the net, so can't blame the Raiders for that. Impressed with the fact that they're getting after it. Now, here's the thing. This coaching staff's going to stand for nothing less. I can tell you that right now.
Exactly.
They're going to expect the Raiders to play hard and do the things that they normally would do.
Whistle to whistle all the way through, right? Less than a minute left here in the second period. 7-0 Raiders. That'll be a high. Oh, you waved it off. Thought for sure that was going to be called a high stick there. So Rebels checked out front. Gleason's going to gain control. He's coming in. He might be looking for Laws on the far side. Oh, nice pad save by Harvey there. And Patterson's going to get it back deep. Holloway. Go ahead, Tom.
Patterson with a great job keeping that one in with the skate.
Creates a little bit of a chance there. Gleason's going to get it with about 20 seconds left. Holloway, Laws is trying to find Gleason out front, and Harvey just seals it up, and I doubt they'll drop the puck again here before the end of the second period.
Yeah, the Columbine players do look a little bit gassed, and again, the Raiders right there, not only cycling it, but kind of moving and getting some shots and some chips, and really kind of pressing it. Period ends 7-0 after 2 for the Raiders. They pick up 2 in that period. We'll get the shots total here in a little bit. May go to break before we actually do that.
I'm not sure they're going to do ice here, though. Are they, Tom?
Trying to discuss it here.
Yeah, they were pressing like a Chardonnay grape after harvest, huh, Tom?
They were really pressing. Well, no Zam here. Stick around.
Yeah, I think they're going to, with the 6-0 run time, right? They get to make the decision in that whether or not they do the ice make there. So
we'll have a little bit of a break here. We can talk about a few things between the periods as the Rebels take a knee and listen to their coach, and the Raiders rally around Coach Dan Woodley and let him talk through things. Second period shots, the Raiders with 25, Columbine with 1. That's a fair amount of shots there. 44 shots for the 2 periods for the Raiders to 2 for Columbine. That kind of is a testament to the pressure that we've seen and the fact that they're kind of staying after it. It's not like they took their foot off the gas. I think that's what you want to see. We talked about it. Hey, the Raiders are carrying a solid win streak coming into this game. Been first place in league. You know, you mention it every time we start the podcast that their intent is to be at the Frozen Four here in a few weeks, and you want to see them get after it. You want to see them continue to grow and see some of these younger guys get some minutes and playing time, especially some of these defensemen. I think it's good for the Raiders, and this is one of those nights where you just keep pushing and you do what you got to do. And
yeah, and to your point, the format's a little bit different this year, right? They have a 4A and a 5A division. These guys are in the 5A division. Only the top 4 teams make it out of what I'll call the regular season, right? The top 4 finishers are the 3 conferences or 3 leagues. The top of each of those leagues, it gets an auto bid in, and then there's some discretion on that 4th team, right? But like you said, you got to go all the way through and take your league and then get to the Frozen Four and then see what happens, right?
Well, and then, hey, again, not to get ahead of ourselves here, but I think the Raiders have technically clinched by winning their first league games, all their league games of the first time through. But the point is, now it's about seeding. It's about trying to be a top seed, keeping your worth in that RPI index, and getting a chance and seeing how the whole thing shakes out. I think I'm really curious to see how the rest of that Frozen Four gets mapped out, and who the Raiders will ultimately face at the Ball Arena. And we've got a little ways to go. We got a couple of weeks to get there, but this is certainly a testament to how these guys have been playing all year. The team chemistry has just been fantastic. We've talked about that before. I know these guys have, they've really bonded, and again, another great job by the coaches to find, push the right buttons and get these guys committed to each other and to this program. It's a vaunted program. You hear me say it all the time about the number of families and kids who have come to this program and really made it what it was. Obviously, Coach Dan Woodley is the biggest part of that, and the key contributor to making this thing what it is today.
Definitely. And I remember a conversation a couple of years ago with Coach Woodley, and as you've mentioned the term and the word brotherhood, that he really stresses that as they try and get them to come together, and it's sacrificing the individual, right, so that the team has success and doing the little things. And as the Raiders keep pressing here, but it's doing the little things, it's doing them right. And this game, I think we're seeing that continue forward here. And as one of the Raiders, I didn't see what happened on the sideboards there, but one of the Raiders was down. And this is the kind of thing where the penalty is going to get called against the Rebels. Was that Bear that was down?
No, it wasn't Bear. I think Bridges was knocked down over there, and then Zeno was offering a little payback after the play. I think get him for cross-check. But it looked like a 5-minute penalty got called there. I think know.
He's got 5. No, I think he's just putting his hand up for the last change before the Raiders would get the last change as the home team here. So 14:30 left in the third, 7-0 Raiders.
Well, and you mentioned the brotherhood. Hey, that's a part of the Regis Jesuit community. That's part of the school. I mean, all the things that the kids get to do together and the bond that they build with each other. I can, as a Raider parent, I can tell you it's certainly a big deal, and to see the hockey team build that bond, and again, the coach is able to put it together for them. It's just fantastic. It is a 5-minute penalty, by the way. Raiders up 7-0 will be on a guaranteed 5-minute power play for sure here.
Yes, even if they score a goal here, the 5-minute major will continue. 4:30 left in that power play. The Raiders are moving the puck around nicely around the perimeter, just trying to pick their spot. They go cross ice to Sanis. Sanis can't find a handle to it, but he'll settle it down, get it back to Bentz on the D. And I think, I mean, getting back to that, Tom, it's sacrificing, it's doing all those little things, and we're seeing that in the first game against Columbine. I felt they kind of were scrambling around a little bit. Right now they're continuing to do the little things.
Well, and speaking of sacrifice, I think some of the fans that are listening and watching tonight should know that, many of these players, or the players, have elected to be online full-time so that they don't get into a situation where somebody in their class contracts COVID-19, the coronavirus, and they have to sit out for some extended period of time. CHSAA makes you sit out for 2 full weeks.
Right.
So at this point, sitting out 2 weeks, it would put you, in jeopardy of almost missing the playoffs. So again, a sacrifice by these kids after there's a goal by Thompson.
Isn't that hot? That's going to be
Holloway. That's
Holloway.
Right? Holloway, right hand.
Nice little D-to-D pass. Romero then finds.
Yeah, Bentz over to Romero. Romero finds Holloway, and he just ropes it there on that left side. Great feed, little tic-tac-toe. Puts the Raiders up 8-0 with 12 minutes and 30 seconds left in the third period.
3 minutes left on that major penalty to the Rebels here as play continues. So,
but that's the point. There's sacrifice that's made, and these kids are, they love to get after it. And again, I think Coach Woodley talked about it in the piece that was run on KDVR that, hey, it's a big deal. You think you're going to make the Regis Jesuit varsity hockey team, and there's some lore that's associated with that, but you got to come to play, and you got to be a part of the solution here, and that, I think it's fantastic that some of these kids are learning. They learn from the older guys. Lucky at being a part of the program and seeing both of my sons learn from so many older absolute Raider studs. I mean, I mention all the names, I'm going to mess them all up, but I know Michael Bayer is one of them, older brother of Matthew Bayer, and Kate Alcock. I'm thinking of guys from years past that were just fantastic leaders and really are the glue that made this thing what it is today.
And you're right, that's a good point too, is that, Woodley says, you showed up here, okay, it's like getting a job, right? You got the job, now you got to prove you can keep it and work hard every single day doing the little things throughout. So here we go, less than 2 minutes left on that major penalties of the Rebels. 11:05 left in the game here. 8-0 Raiders in the third period here. So that last goal, I think it was Holloway from Romero and Bentz. Nice, they're doing the little things here again, moving that puck around. A little bit of a whiff there by Dembeck. Dembeck loves it down. And Balatbat turns and fires. But his body's positioned the right way to get that one-timer off there in the bumper position on the power play as Bridges gathers it. He just almost misses it, but ends up getting it over Zeno. Zeno finds Dembeck. Dembeck's looking for the cross, the east-west pass, and somehow gets tipped out of bounds. I think that was off a Columbine stick, so that's going to be deep in the Columbine zone. 1 minute left in the major penalty, 10 left in the game. 8-0 Raiders. As the Rebels gain possession, they're coming up the ice, but Regis is there gains possession, pulls it behind his net. It almost looked like he was going into fake out's lot there with the head bob.
Yeah, Slot had him though. Slot had that baby covered up. There's no doubt about it.
And then Bridges drop passes at the blue line. I think confused his own guys. And Zeno, nice. Wasn't through his legs, but it was almost the same movement, right?
I mean, this goes to show you that Woodley is intent on making. You know, this is a game that they want to make sure they get better at, and that's because this is the first power play unit here. You know what I mean? Up 8-0.
Dembeck comes in, fires glove, and 2 quick shots there. Those are 2 guns that they're pulling out, right?
Yeah, Dembeck is, you know, I've watched him play baseball. I'm wondering why he doesn't hit left-handed. That kid absolutely ropes it when he gets wood on that puck. The rebound pops out to Bear, and he just ropes one that the goalie tips. Ryan Harvey, he tips it and it goes over into the netting above the glass. 9 minutes left here in the third.
Glove the side by Harvey there. So, yeah, those were 2 lasers like Han Solo on a stormtrooper.
Oh, man. You're begging now. John, it's 8-0. I am going to get you a tin cup because you are absolutely begging. I don't know what to say. I hope everybody out there is okay.
Try it. You got to try them,
I may have to go to the YouTube comments and know what's going on here.
I got to try them out.
Rebels on the rush.
Negated by a good back check by Schick there. It's kind of tied up, and Williams gets kind of wiped out there from the Rebels. And Myhill finds Throckmorton, who's coming through the center there. And Schick it's kind of bouncing around on the sideboards there until Schick is looking for a drop pass to Myhill, but nothing connects there. And Lutz is going to step up in the neutral zone where they wave off offsides there. And Schick's going to find it deep in the zone. Lutz is going to spin off his man, try and chip it to the corner, and on a give and go, and just misses until Romero steps up. He can't find a handle to it. And James Gray from the Rebels gets it over the blue line and in. But Sanis is going to pick that up. He's going to find Romero. It was a good little breakout too there. Showing again, keep doing the little things with about 7 minutes left in the third here. 8-0 Raiders. The Rebels are just going to chip it off, and they're going to call that off because.
Just because?
Yeah. Just because they thought he could have, should have, would have got it. And it comes back the other way. Bear with a little bit of speed here. Oh, he's just going to get sealed off. He couldn't get a handle to it to get in front of the net. But he was moving there too, Tom. And they're stepping up right in their timing's good. They keep going here. Forecheck is still pretty physical. Thompson's going to get it and send it in deep, and Bear's going to go for. He decides to. That's probably the first time I've seen him avoid the contact just to get the puck here. Comes back to Bentz. Bentz is going to find it on net. Harvey. Harvey's had a lot of shots tonight too, Tom.
Oh man.
And he gloves that.
I don't know what Harvey paid to be on the Rebels team, but he got his money's worth tonight.
For sure.
Whatever those, goalie pads seem like they're expensive, but I'm glad he bought them because he's faced a lot of shots tonight.
Yeah, and a good glove save there by him to settle it down deep in his zone, right off to his right, as the Raiders wholesale personnel change on both sides. Bridges is going to fire one. Somehow that ended up on Harvey.
A face shot off of Gleason, I think. There.
Tipped, yeah. More like defensive.
Yeah, I don't know if that hit Myhill and then. No, it was Holloway again. It looked like one of those guys got it in the cage and almost went in the goal.
Right.
A header. We could have had a header.
Premier League, he's getting a call up. Patterson's shot gets blocked down by Mitchell. Mitchell gets sealed off here. Shoved aside.
Good defense right there by Bridges, playing the body, using the body.
Nice spin by Holloway. It's going to come back to Laws. He whiffs. So he maybe had a little bit of hole in his stick.
Laws hit just a foul ball. It's a souvenir on most nights at the ballpark.
Another lucky fan. less than 5 minutes left in the third period here. 8-0 Raiders. And a little bit of a battle below the goal line in the Rebel zone. It's going to pop out. Somehow it ends up back on Laws's stick, even though I thought the Rebels were going to carry that up the ice here. Reverses to Mitchell behind the net. Mitchell is trying to find his centerman through. Just misses him, and Bridges sidesteps his man, comes in, fires one, hits the post, and pops out pretty quickly there. So Gleason finds it. He does a little razzle-dazzle on the side there, just loses a handle to it.
Gleason looking for the hat trick. Bridges with a great rush there. Fantastic. Bridges uses the boards to beat his man.
Caught all post there, too. And Zeno comes in. He's going to think the better of taking a shot. He's going to find Dembeck. Dembeck's going to reverse it. Now it's a little bit, get it off my stick. They're tight in the zone there, and Balatbat's going to gather it and try and toe drag it in.
I've been impressed with Balatbat's hustle. I mean, he's just.
You know, this line, we've talked about it too. They're starting to learn more and more where they are each on the ice without picking their heads up, right? There's that sixth sense they're kind of developing.
Yeah, they really do. They
work
work well off of each other. They certainly do. And just right on cue after I said that, Balatbat with the back check and was the first guy back. Just he's been hustling all season. I've been impressed with this game.
Zeno finds Balatbat. Again, they're just finding each other, right? Move, finding each other, move, finding each other. Balatbat finds Dembeck. Dembeck finds Zeno. Zeno fires it across and just missed out of the reach of Balatbat there. Trying to chip it on net there. And Throckmorton will crash down on the left wing side. A little bit of a 2-on-2, 3-on-3. More guys gather. Dembeck comes out of the corner. He turns, tries to fire. I think they're on the end of a long shift here too. So, and Balatbat's back on D again.
Guys everywhere.
Dembeck will find Zeno. Zeno comes in. Nice pad save by Harvey there.
I think Zeno wanted to get that one higher, and it kind of flubbed off his stick.
He did, and Columbine just turns and flips it out.
Zeno with a good job cutting in, getting that pass, catching it, was square to the net, and then it just kind of got, you know, it's like when you top one into the weeds there. Not that I've ever done that, but I've watched plenty of guys in my group, Schultz, do that.
No names, right?
Well, no, I would never. I'd never do that.
2 minutes left in the game, folks, and what do we have out here? Myhill, Lutz, and Schick. So you got two. You got the senior line, right, of Sanis, Bear, and Thompson, and then you got the junior line that just finished up Zeno, Dembeck, and Balatbat. Then you got a little bit of a mix here, right?
Yeah, some sophomores and juniors.
Comes back. Williams is going to gather it.
Again, great, invaluable experience for some of these guys. A chance to be out on the ice and find space and get some shots off.
And it's good to see them hold to that structure there, right, on that breakout. Everyone's going in the positions they need to be going, right, moving through the center of the ice, goes up to the wing, wing finds the centerman, coming with a little bit of speed there, right?
Romero, full flow going here. The flow slowed him down, perhaps.
Lutz's flow kicked him up offsides.
I don't know what happened in 2020, but 2021, the flow is way different than it was years ago.
Yeah. Less than a minute left in the game here. 8-0 Raiders. And that senior line of Thompson, Bear, and Sanis is out there, fires a shot, and Harvey's up to the task with the glove again.
That's a good sign that I'm too old. You know, your hair's too long. Turn that music down, right?
Quiet Riot's coming through the wall,
right.
or whoever.
Good tip by Sanis there. Tried to redirect one and sneak it into the corner. Gleason was hoping for his hat trick. I was hoping for him. It doesn't look like he's going to get it. Here comes Sanis on the rush down that left side.
He's looking for Bear in front, just chips it wide, and Bentz gets caught up the ice, creating a 2-on-3.
Dare I say it's going to be a shutout, John. I don't want to ruin your evening.
Well, with less than 2 seconds left, I guess that's.
I like to call those out ahead of time.
That's going to make
Talk about no hitters in the second inning if we can.
On the opposing team, right?
Raiders win 8-0 after 3 periods of play. Got off to a fast start. Certainly had a ton of shots. Maybe we'll get the stats on that final period here pretty quick, but I know it was a lot to very few. A lot didn't get to see many of them. Raiders come away with a victory and continue that undefeated streak as they move through the week. I think next game is next Friday night.
It is next Friday night, and they're going to do senior night next
senior
Friday
night
too, right?
One of my favorite times. It's always, in a way, it's bittersweet, obviously, for both of us as parents of seniors, but excited to see the kids out on the ice, see the parents, and really excited about senior night. We hope everybody tunes in next week a little bit early. We'll put that out and make sure that everybody knows. We'll notify your friends and family that next week we're going to start a little bit early to the game time. I believe the game time next week is 7:20 and Mountain Time, and we'll probably start a half an hour ahead of time to try and get the feed going, and so that people can see, they get a chance to see us from afar.
I think, and I think it's at 7:10 the ceremony starts. I almost slipped into my Rhode Island accent there. Starts.
Oh, yeah. Shocker.
But yeah, like you said, the ceremony, and you'll get that out on Twitter, right, Tom?
Yeah, we'll get that out and make sure that everybody knows to tune in early. Hopefully, pay attention to the Shaw feed. I think usually games start a little bit late anyway, so hopefully you're here. You get to honor the seniors, the 8 seniors that we got. Is it 8 or 9?
8 seniors plus the 2 managers.
Yes, and so it'd be a great chance to honor them. Tune in if you can. Raiders win 8-0.
Yeah.
What more can we say, John?
We'll get the word out for next week, and
as always, I had a great time.
It was fun.
Fantastic.
Be well out there, folks, and wear a mask. Thanks. Bye.